Che Yun's life was shattered and taken from him in a single night, yet a mysterious twist of fate gives him a second chance. Will he rise from the ashes of betrayal and death, or will the forces against him overwhelm even this new life? The stakes are high, and the payoff will test his cunning, power, and resolve. Warning: this recap contains full spoilers for chapters 0 through 9. Che Yun was once considered useless, abandoned and murdered on the night of his wedding, but rebirth through the mirror of samsara grants him another chance. He returns filled with both hatred for those who wronged him and regret for his past mistakes. In this dangerous world of martial cultivation, clan rivalries, and power struggle, Che Yun must navigate deadly challenges to achieve the power he was denied, balancing vengeance, survival, and unexpected alliances. Chapter 0 opens with the devastating aftermath of Yao Chen's defeat, his forces lying slaughtered on the battlefield, painting a grim picture of loss and failure. A mysterious observer watches from afar, hinting at forces unseen while recounting Yao Chen's capture and the destruction around him. Flashbacks reveal his struggles against formidable enemies, near-death encounters, and moments where a strange green energy protects him at crucial times, suggesting hidden powers or secret interventions. The chapter closes with the appearance of a bright, enigmatic sword, revered and luminous, its origin unknown, and the looming threat of an uncertain force in the northern lands. The stage is set for a world where survival depends on keen perception, power, and timing. In Chapter 1, Xiao Che arrives at a serene yet bustling sect, the valley alive with cultivation activity and the quiet tension of underlying rivalries. As he navigates the sect grounds, he encounters powerful cultivators engaged in competitive displays of technique, each move testing his wits and martial prowess. Xiao Che demonstrates quick thinking and strategic acumen, countering attacks and evading threats with precision, gaining the grudging respect of those who had underestimated him. The narrative then shifts to his family and sect obligations, revealing plans for his upcoming marriage and hinting at the responsibilities that will shape his role within both his family and the sect hierarchy. Every interaction signals that while Che Yun may appear ordinary to outsiders, his latent skill and intelligence mark him for greater challenges to come. Chapter 2 moves the narrative into the intricate political landscape of the palace, where Su Ming, accompanied by a female companion, navigates a delicate dance of alliances, schemes, and observation. Officials convene, discussing recent events and plotting strategies, while Su Ming attentively surveys the ceremonies and actions of the nobles, discerning subtle power plays and hidden rivalries. A young man in striking red attire draws attention, becoming a focal point for both awe and scrutiny. The chapter underscores the importance of strategic awareness in a world where one misstep could invite disaster. Through careful observation and measured responses, Su Ming begins to establish himself as an intelligent actor within the complex network of palace politics, signaling that forthcoming challenges will test both his acumen and his ability to act decisively amidst shifting loyalties. In Chapter 3, the story focuses on personal and social stakes as Xiao Yan engages with family members and allies, navigating scrutiny, gossip, and expectations. His demeanor earns him respect, despite the swirling rumors, as he reassures his elders and demonstrates both humility and confidence. The culmination of the chapter involves Xiao Yan being entrusted with the care of his bride, establishing his responsibility and solidifying the social contract of marriage. This moment heightens the interplay between personal agency and family obligation, highlighting how reputation, perception, and conduct intersect with power and societal norms. The chapter concludes with an emphasis on Xiao Yan's evolving role within his family, signaling that his decisions will carry lasting consequences and impact both his immediate and extended relationships. Chapter 4 details the traditional wedding ceremony, immersing readers in the elaborate rituals, ceremonial attire, and underlying tensions that accompany such unions. The groom, anxious about performing each step correctly, navigates the expectations of elders and onlookers, who whisper judgments about appearances and propriety. A heated moment arises among supervising elders, escalating the tension and highlighting generational expectations and interpersonal power dynamics. Ultimately, the ceremony proceeds, with the couple exchanging intimate gestures and vows, signifying both their union and acceptance within the family hierarchy. This chapter underscores the fusion of cultural ritual, personal emotion, and social recognition, illustrating how even ceremonial moments carry weight in a world where respect, observation, and status are deeply intertwined. In Chapter 5, the young couple participates in a formalized marriage ritual that intertwines personal obligation with mystical symbolism, as the groom presents a glowing artifact to the bride. The scene portrays the tension between filial duty and personal sentiment, with the bride confronting her father about her future and the expectations placed upon her. Their dialogue reveals subtle resistance and negotiation within the bounds of social structure, highlighting the complexity of family authority and individual choice. Following the ritual, the bride formally acknowledges her master, demonstrating skill, loyalty, and determination. This acknowledgement strengthens her position within her sect, establishing respect and signaling her readiness for further cultivation and responsibilities. The chapter balances ceremony, social expectations, and the emergence of personal agency, preparing the characters for forthcoming trials both socially and within their martial paths. Chapter 6 presents a banquet hosted by Yi Qingcheng, where social maneuvering and hidden tensions come to the forefront. A playful incident with a wine jar quickly escalates, revealing rivalries, testing loyalties, and exposing the fragile hierarchies among attendees. Yun Che observes carefully, analyzing the power dynamics and noting which figures wield influence or harbor ill intent. The arrival of a mysterious figure toward the end of the night foreshadows imminent conflict, signaling that even festive gatherings can conceal danger and opportunity. The chapter emphasizes the intersection of entertainment, ritual, and political strategy, illustrating that in this world, leisure and competition are inseparably linked, and that vigilance and perception are as critical as martial skill. Chapter 7 shifts focus to discovery and supernatural intrigue as Yun Che encounters a glowing object in the grass at night, revealing a red-haired girl who appears unconscious or injured. His attempts to assess and heal her energy provoke a violent reaction, indicating that her abilities are extraordinary and possibly incompatible with standard cultivation techniques. Sparks and uncontrollable force demonstrate both the danger and uniqueness of her power. Yun Che struggles to maintain control while observing her reactions, realizing she is far from ordinary. This chapter heightens suspense and foreshadows a new alliance or conflict, suggesting that her presence will challenge existing assumptions about power and influence within the manhwa's martial world. Her introduction sets the stage for further exploration of her origins and potential impact on the narrative. In Chapter 8, Yun Che confronts a tense domestic scene, leading to a confrontation with a female relative. The encounter escalates dramatically when a sudden burst of green energy, mystical in nature, manifests from Yun Che, surprising and alarming all present. Observers react with a mix of fear, curiosity, and concern, emphasizing both the danger and significance of this power. Later, the group gathers under the night sky to discuss the implications of the conflict, reflecting on trust, relationships, and the balance between personal agency and familial expectation. The chapter closes with introspection, highlighting unresolved emotional stakes and hinting at the potential for future confrontations or revelations that will test loyalties and alliances. Chapter 9 follows Ling Qingzhu's journey to the Xiao Clan estate, where she is received with formal fanfare and engages with high-ranking clan members regarding political and familial developments. Meanwhile, Yun Che and his companions continue their cultivation and daily training, unaware of the incoming news. The chapter establishes tension between those advancing in political and familial power and those engaged in personal skill development, highlighting contrasting priorities and spheres of influence. Expectations for future interactions between the protagonists and the Xiao Clan are clearly set, building social intrigue and establishing stakes that will affect character decisions, alliances, and confrontations in subsequent chapters. Across these chapters, Che Yun's journey emphasizes resilience, rebirth, and the interplay between personal skill, social obligation, and hidden power. The narrative blends martial arts, family politics, ceremonial rites, and emerging mysteries, illustrating that mastery requires both physical prowess and strategic thinking. From battlefield survival and palace intrigue to mystical encounters and domestic challenges, the story sets a tone of continual growth and escalating stakes. The introduction of new characters, mysterious powers, and unexpected alliances ensures that each subsequent chapter will expand the scope of conflict and reveal deeper layers of political and familial complexity. Che Yun's path is clearly defined by challenges that test courage, wit, and moral choice, leaving the story poised for high tension in future chapters. Thanks for watching this complete recap of chapters 0 through 9. Subscribe to catch the next episode where alliances, power struggles, and supernatural mysteries continue to unfold. Hit the bell to stay updated and don't miss the next step in Che Yun's journey.